Good morning YouTube, what is up? Welcome back to another video. It is just gone past 6 a.m. Up, caffeinated, planning my day out in my journal, and then we're going to read for a little bit. So today is going to be a double training day. So I'm going to bring you through a full day in the life, or a full day of eating on a double training day. We have a push session first thing this morning. Then later on today we're going to go for a track session as well. It's actually my first proper track session over here in Manchester. I've done one back home in Ireland, which was in my last vlog. Looking forward to getting started on the track. I am roughly, I would say, about 8 weeks out from my first high rocks. I must double check that. Okay, I am 9 weeks out from my very first high rocks, which is a little bit scary to think about, but we're enjoying it. We're getting better. We're getting a hell of a lot better. I ran my first 15k yesterday, 2 days ago, which is the longest and definitely my hardest run to date. But I've gone from running from 5k's to 15k's in about the space of 6 weeks. So progressing with running has gone through the roof. Really happy with that. But first things first is, between the next kind of 2 hours, between 6 a.m. to kind of 8 to 9 a.m. is when I do a hell of a lot of deep work, focused work, no distractions, no noise, maybe a little bit of music, but it's where I can get creative. It's where I can find time to, work on the business and kind of drive the business forward rather than constantly working in the business. So that's pretty much what these next 2 hours are going to look like for me. They're a little bit untouchable. Just like to get up when it's still dark outside, nobody else awake in the house, and just get focused. So that's what we're going to do for the next 2 hours. I'm going to drink my coffee, I'm going to read, and then I'm going to work, and I'll pick up with you guys in a bit. We are about to head off and hit a push session. It is just gone past 8 a.m. so I've been up for the last 2 hours or so, still fasted, just some water, some caffeine into us, and we're going to go get a bit of a chest pump. It is a frosty one, so let me tell you that. The weather has definitely dipped over the last week, 2 weeks. There's actually frost on the road or on the path, so I better be careful that I don't slip. But we're going to head down, we're going to have a push session. Training at the moment, really enjoyable. 9 sessions across the week. If you haven't seen my full training week yet, make sure to go back and watch that vlog where I run through every single session. So today is another double training day. Chest, shoulders and triceps on the cards for me today in the gym. Home, day of work, then hit the track, and hopefully a bit of recovery after as well. Alright, so if you are new here as well, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments down below what type of videos you want to see from me over the next couple of weeks, especially in the build up to my first high rocks prep. It's one bright ass sun in the morning, but beautiful. I've never seen the sun that big right in front of me, that low. Sunrise at 8 a.m. It is quite noisy, so I don't know if you can hear me fully, but just going to give a bit of a run through from today's session. So I'm starting off with a lateral raise, so we're going to use the Atlantis lateral raise machine beside me, then into a pec deck, then into incline press, flat press, another lateral raise, 2 tricep movements, and done. Alright, so this session should take about the bones of an hour 15. That's pretty much how long my sessions are taking now at the moment, bar leg day, which takes a good hour and a half. But really enjoying this training. Current training split I'm following is pull, push, rest, lower, rest, delts and arms, rest. So I'm really only hitting every muscle group up once per week at the moment. Bar, you could say push, because I have a second delts and arm session, so it's really important to bring the intensity. Okay, 4 days training in the gym, 3 high rock sessions and 2 runs per week. So today we have 1 weight session and 1 track run. Right, let's get into it.
I'm out here on this road. I'm searching for my own satisfaction. I'm selling across the globe. Trying to protect my soul, keep me happy. Tried before I lived. Life's game, I play my card, this ain't the one I deal. Get rich and beat all the odds, is that really ideal? Knew we would get out of poverty, I said I will. Make my shit until they tired of me, and that's for real. I search the globe, cause I ain't whole. I can change the climate, but my heart cold. I grew up around niggas, dark as charcoal. Tell me one time, you don't know how far I go.
Good session in the books today. I don't know what, but for some reason I was just mega strong, progressing everything across the board. More reps, more weight, plus 5 kilos, matched reps. So really happy with the session. Going to take a little look at how we're looking, weighing at about 94 kilos kind of on average now the last week or two. Yeah, so definitely not like crazy lean at the moment, but just lean enough to be able to perform good, look good with my t-shirt off, train well in the gym, obviously with a lot of running, a lot of high rocks going on at the moment as well. So looking good, feeling good, performing good, really enjoying this style of training now at the moment, and just need to shed another couple of kilos. 94 right now. If I can get down to about 90 or closer to 90 flat, I'll be really happy with that, because carrying 94 kilos around while going for runs, like I did a 15-kilometer run on Monday, it's tough going, it's tough going on the knees. Meal 1 is served. We are just back from the gym. Meal 1 is going in. It is just gone past 10 a.m. So really good session this morning. Way stronger than expected, especially going in and training fasted. I kind of stopped training fasted where I can, because I found as though my strength was taking a little bit of a hit, but today with it being a double training day and with my workload today as well, I had to get in and get training early. So when in fasted, I rather that. If I'm up early, I don't want to force feed myself. I don't have a big appetite in the morning as it is, so I'm happy to go train fasted, come back to a big, marvellous bowl of oats. So look, if you're following this channel for a while, you know me, protein porridge is my go-to. Really good meal. This is going to give me exactly what I need from a macronutrient standpoint post-workout. Good serving of carbohydrates. We've got some protein in there. We have some berries in there for some micronutrients. And I also have 2 grams of pink salt on top, which is super important now to make sure that I'm managing my electrolyte balance with the level of output that I'm doing. This track session later today, 9 sessions across the week. Super important to make sure that muscles are fully hydrated. I'm not cramping. I'm not pulling up, getting injured, all that kind of stuff. Also, I have a lot of people that join. I always put protein porridge on meal plans for clients straight away, because best meal in the world. But obviously if a client doesn't enjoy it, we take it out. But if you're watching this and you don't like protein porridge, come on man, it's just, look at that, it's a fucking cake. It's like a cake every single day. It's dense, it's thick. If you get sick of the flavors, you can use different protein flavors to switch it up. So super good meal, super beneficial, very satiating as it's high in fiber. It's also high in protein when you put protein powder inside it too, and it adds a good bit of variety to your diet with different protein powders and different flavors. So highly recommend getting on the protein oats. Alright guys, just checking in. It is 10 to 2. Just wrapped up a good batch of check-ins. Still have a couple more to do with the Wednesday team. Just wrapped up a call as well with one of my mentees. So that's not something that I talk about too much, but I do mentorship with a couple of clients every single month, just helping them with their own coaching business, helping them, client acquisition, systems, their own service, actually becoming a better coach as well, which I think is super important. A lot of business mentors or coaching mentors will just focus primarily on business. I think as a coach, you need to be able to deliver a world-class service, deliver elite level results, and without the ability to actually coach someone, you don't really have a business. So not something that I publicise too much, but something that I do mainly for my own fulfillment and my own enjoyment. And he's absolutely killing it as well at the moment. He's gone from 0 to 25 clients in the space of 5-6 months. So yeah, absolutely killing it, which is great to see. And now we are going to have another meal. So second meal of the day is going to go in. Let's take a look at what we're cooking up. I know this doesn't look extremely appealing, but meal number 2 is served. Just plain old chicken and rice. Should have some veg in with that, but I put the chicken on the air fryer for 20 minutes. I went in to do a little bit of work and I just forgot that the chicken was even cooking. So forgot to put on the veg. It's all good. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to get this meal into me. It is 25 minutes past 2, so we'll say 2:30 for meal number 2. We'll have another small meal before we go for our track session a little bit later. Something quick, simple, easy, digestible carbohydrate. But this meal is perfect for me right now. Another source of carbohydrates through the rice. Again, easy, digestible carbohydrate source. And protein in from the chicken. Alright, so gonna knock this back. We'll probably do another 2 hours of work, and then we're gonna head to the track. It is 20 past 4. We're going to get another, I don't even know if I'll call this a meal, but we're going to get a quick small snack into us now before we head over to the track. So all I want right now from this meal is a quick acting carbohydrate source, okay? Good for digestion, something that's going to give me a quick release of energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a banana, and we're going to have 2 poverty square bars. So if I can open that up, that would equate to roughly about 75 grams of carbs. Now, I don't know how accurate that is, but in my head, if there is about roughly 25 grams of carb in one of these, there's 20 grams of carbs, so that's 40 carb plus another kind of 20. You're looking there about 60 to 70 grams of carbohydrates. So I'm going to eat this again, quick, easy, light, nothing that's going to keep me sluggish or anything that's going to hold me down. No fats, even no protein within this meal. Something small that'll keep me tipping and give me energy for this track session. This is fucking miserable. Oh, why is it pissing rain all the time? I need sunshine. Blue shite. So today's session is going to be a 2k warm-up. Then we have 1k at 450 pace multiplied by 6, so 6 kilometers, 90 seconds rest in between, and a 2 kilometer cool down. So 10k's total. First time at this track, first proper track session. The only track session I've done before this was back in Galway. I was just kind of following the lads' lead. So myself and Rory are out here getting ready. Rory's a bit of an animal for the running, so I'm going to try and keep up with him and do my best. It is fucking miserable out here, I'm not gonna lie. It's horrible, fuck me. But look, the joys of it, getting it done, holding about a 450 pace. But it's actually the hardest thing about running this holding pace. I always tend to run a little bit too quickly at the beginning. Well, that did not go to plan, unfortunately. Alright guys, so unfortunately that evening did not go as planned. First of all, starting off with the track, legs were just not having it today. I'm still getting used to kind of, I suppose, understanding my body and the volume of running I am doing. Did my longest run to date just 2 days ago, 15 kilometers. So it was probably a little bit dreamland of me to go out and think that I was going to be able to go on a decent, hard interval session. First time doing the interval track runs by myself, so yeah, it didn't exactly go as planned. Legs are just not feeling it. Legs are extremely heavy, knees are broke up, shins are broke up, and yeah, a little bit of a shit show. Then that was all well and good, got the session over with, and then wanted to go into the sauna, ice bath, and then ring them up. And unfortunately, because we're not a member and you have to buy a token, there's a wait list for the class, so we couldn't get in on the sauna and ice bath today. So I was really looking forward to some recovery, and yeah, just a bit of a not ideal scenario, because I really could have done with a bit of an ice bath in the sauna after that session. But I'm going to try to get it in tomorrow. I'm just going to rest up for the evening. Vicky has dinner on, which I'm waiting for. I am excited for. Shout out Vicky, because she's holding down the fort, editing these videos, making me meals while I am, putting a lot into this training, into the high rocks, but also obviously into business as well, with what I'm working on at the moment. One being the coaching, and one being also another passion project that I will probably give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek at down the line. Nothing got to do with coaching, but for me this YouTube is more so about Keane O'Brien, not necessarily coached by Keane, and I'm going to keep driving it that way over the next few weeks, which I think you guys might want to see. So let me know down in the comments down below. Do you want me to keep this channel strictly for fitness and coaching and mindset and all that kind of stuff, or do you want to see more of me, my life, my personality and what I'm getting up to, because fitness is obviously, it's been in my life for the last 10 years longer. All my life I've been involved in fitness, whether that's team sports, whether it's individual sports, bodybuilding, now into high rocks. But there's a little bit of fitness incorporated into this as well. That makes sense. So let me know down in the comments down below. Do you want to document my whole journey, my life, on my YouTube? Or do I keep this strictly for coaching, Coached by Keen, and make another YouTube channel? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to do a little bit of admin work here, respond to a couple of WhatsApps, and then I'll give you guys a look as to what we're having for dinner, because I can tell you now, it smells nice. What's cooking? It smells nice. Chicken, steak, broccoli.
Onions. Where's broccoli, peppers, sweet potato, rice, halloumi, and then the key ingredient is chipotle mayo.
You heard it here first. Got some rice. I'll show them in this.
Yeah.
Sweet potato. Gosh. That was class. Dinner is served. We have 150 grams of steak, 150 grams of chicken, 150 grams of sweet potatoes, 60 grams of rice, and 100 grams of halloumi with some sweet chili mayo or chipotle mayo, with this banging chipotle mayo that Vicky gets from a place beside where she works on top. So bosh, all tracked and accounted for. Final meal of the day is a creamy, literally just a protein shake turned into an ice cream, 300 grams or 300 milliliters of milk and 50 grams of whey, and watching Liverpool get fucking hammered again as always. Slot out, I reckon. You know the drill. Sourdough, smoked salmon, eggs, bit of chili flakes on top. If you're following me a while, you know that this is one of my go-to meals. Super handy, super tasty, and also if I'm ever out for breakfast or brunch, this will always be on the menu as well, so win-win.
I'm in my zone and I'm far gone. For myself, satisfaction. When I want is in a good life, for myself.
Alright guys, it is the following day. It's actually the following evening, and we're going to wrap the video up here with a little bit of a chat. So I know it's supposed to be a full day in the life video, but in true Keen O'Brien fashion, I forgot to finish out the video yesterday, and I also don't know how much footage I have, because yesterday didn't fully go as planned, which I'm kind of annoyed with. Was looking forward to getting a good track session in, was looking forward to getting some recovery in, and unfortunately when I went to the track, my legs, my knees, my ankles, my shins, they just started to give out to me. I've been doing a lot. I've been doing a lot of work, a lot of volume. I'm doing 9 sessions a week, and the lower half is definitely starting to feel it now. And that's also why I'm annoyed that I didn't get to go to the recovery after and do some ice baths and do some saunas. But I'm booked in for the physio tomorrow, so hopefully he sorts me out. One thing that I definitely need to start taking a little bit more seriously now is recovery. I think one of the reasons why I'm feeling this so much is I've progressed my running quite quickly, to be fair. 6 weeks ago, I was still struggling to finish a 5k. Now I'm running 15ks. They're not easy, but I have it done. So I feel as though I've been building up the capacity within my legs, but I haven't taken a break. Body's under a good bit of stress from workload, but also from physical training. But I absolutely love it. I'm loving the lifestyle, loving training 9 times a week, loving everything that's going into this hybrid training style, if you want to call it that, or whatever it is. I'm 8 weeks out from my first high rocks, which is absolutely mental. Alright, so you make sure you click subscribe if you are new, follow me through the process. I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to say I really want to get sub 1 hour 20 in my first high rocks doubles mixed with Vicky. If I get above 1 hour 30, you won't hear from me, so you won't know. So if I go quiet on social media, that's why. But we're 8 weeks out, 8 weeks and 2 days out from our first high rocks. Looking forward to it, excited. I'm loving the challenge, I'm loving the new style of training, I'm loving how physically fit I feel. I haven't felt this fit cardiovascularly, can't say that word. I have not felt physically this fit in years. Since I was 17, 18, playing sports. Stopped playing sports when I was about 18 I'd say. And since then it's just been bodybuilding, focusing on hypertrophy, and I have
miss that feeling of emptying the tank. I know I've mentioned this in other videos, so just nice to have that feeling back in my day-to-day again. But as I said, the body's feeling it, and I need to start taking my recovery a little bit more seriously. So hopefully we get in for some saunas and ice baths over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to actually buy membership in the place and not try to just pay as you go, because otherwise sometimes, like what happened yesterday, the class is full or there's no space left. So that's pretty much it. Yesterday you saw a full day of eating as well on a double training day. So started off with obviously a push session in the morning, post-workout oats. So I trained fasted on double days in the gym, which is handy. I was really strong yesterday in the gym too, which is funny because the track session then did not go to plan. Maybe that's why as well. But started off with a push session, then we had our protein oats, then we had our chicken and rice, then we had a small little snack just before the run, quick carbs, back home. Then I had a bigger meal. That bigger meal is something that I've been kind of doing now, structuring my meals, is having a bigger meal later on in the evening. That's naturally when I am a little bit more hungrier as well. It also allows me to sit down with herself and spend some time with her, enjoy her cooking. And in fairness to her, she tracks everything for me. She weighs it all out. So I have a keeper there, and she'd be delighted to hear this now. She'd be editing the video as well, so she really is, to be fair. She's pulling the strings. But big meal in the evening time, and then just finished off pretty much with a protein shake, which is turned into an ice cream, which is such a cheat code. If you don't have a Ninja Creamy already, just get on it, man, because it's like a pint of ice cream every single night for the same macros as a protein shake. Crazy. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. If you have liked the video, please like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTuber shit. If you're new here, leave a comment down below. 8 weeks out from my first high rocks, so let's follow along the journey. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.